it's strange. We have more followers on YouTube than on Instagram, right?
Yes, and I ask you because you're a little bit more...
into the media.
Yeah, into the media. So normally it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So it was funny to see, but of course it's really nice.
Yeah, and
a few hours before the game, Bibi called me.
Your girlfriend?
Yes, and I was already a little bit shocked because in the Netherlands it was still nighttime during the night. So I knew there was probably something wrong.
Yeah.
And then, she broke down in tears and she told me she was already in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
With her smallest. Yeah, of course, the staff and everyone was really helpful. And a few hours also before the game, they told me they could arrange a flight at midnight.
Yeah, that's fantastic, right?
So it was like mixed emotions because I was, of course, really happy with the result, but there wasn't much time.
Baik maupun secara untuk PB Bineka, hati-hati di jalan Pak, teruskan perjuangan. Kalau saya sendiri secara pribadi waktu.
Back to the highway, episode 2. My name is Neil Peterson, and of course, every week with me, Tom Haye. Tom, welcome back in the studio. It's been a while.
Yes.
Happy
I had
to
some
be back.
Work to do.
You had some work to do in Indonesia. 2 games. We'll talk about that. Of course, we have a giveaway at the end of the show. And before we start, thank you so much for all the lovely comments, the likes, people who already...
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right?
Yes. We didn't expect to get so much interaction immediately, but it's really nice. So...
Yeah, a lot of people already subbed on YouTube, and then you asked me. It's strange. We have more followers on YouTube than on Instagram, right?
Yes, and I ask you because you're a little bit more
into the media.
Yeah, into the media. So normally it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So it was funny to see, but of course it's really nice.
Yeah, and I don't know how to say it, but it means a lot to us. All the positive comments we got, the people who are sending us DMs on Instagram, who are following us. So thank you again. And yes, very important, there are already subtitles here now. So if your English is not that good, we have subtitles in Bahasa. And maybe episode 100, Tom and I will do a podcast in Bahasa. So we have 98 podcasts to learn.
A nice goal.
Huh?
And we had some fun listening to all the gangmakers.
Gangmakers, yes. We'll discuss that. Hey, thank you so much. And it is gangmakers, and some people were said hangmakers. And we have also a special Dutch word for you guys later. But let's start. You're just back from Indonesia.
You've been busy as well.
I've been busy as well, yeah.
When did you come back?
I came back on Monday. I was in New York for UFC. I don't know if a lot of people in Indonesia follow UFC.
There's also a famous UFC fighter from Indonesia as well. We supported him.
Really?
Jekka?
Oh, okay. Now, I was in UFC in New York for UFC 309. Big fight, John Jones against Stipe Miocic. So I was there a week for doing...
Must have been a crazy...
Madison Square Garden. Have you been in New York?
No, New York is really on my bucket list.
Yeah.
I want to visit so bad, but I don't know why. But I didn't do it yet.
No.
But yeah, New York seems amazing.
I had to host the UFC on Saturday. I went to an NBA game. The New York Knicks against the Brooklyn Nets. That was a crazy game. Marcus Rashford was there. He he didn't have to play for England, so he was watching the game. Tom Brady was there.
Yes.
And then
big names.
Big names. And then on Sunday, I went to an American football game, NFL game, New York Jets against the Colts, and Antoine Griezmann was there. So he was on the
Sounds more like a holiday than work. to me.
No, it was hard work. Always hard work. And then I came back on Monday. I was sick the whole week. I had a cold, a fever. My throat was really hurting me. But today we had to record the podcast, so I came out of bed.
You're looking sharp.
Thank you. But when did you come back? Did you come back?
I arrived here on Wednesday.
Earlier than expected, right?
Yes. Because actually, I told you I would fly. I would have a flight the day after the game.
Yeah. What's normal, right?
Yes, but actually, a few hours before the game, Bibi called me.
Your girlfriend?
Yes, and I was already a little bit shocked because in the Netherlands it was still nighttime during the night. So
yeah.
I knew there was probably something wrong.
Yeah.
And then, she broke down in tears and she told me she was already in the hospital.
Oh wow.
With her smallest.
The youngest, yeah.
Yeah, smallest kid, and
what was wrong?
Yeah, it was pretty intense. Yeah, it's hard to go in detail, but she told me at first she didn't want to tell me because we had important game, but of course I said to her, you need to tell me, and also I'm going to do everything to be home as quick as possible.
Yeah.
But she, insisted on,
play the game.
Yeah, to play the game, to go full because she know how important it was. Yeah. And in that moment, I couldn't do anything as well. So she said it like this, and I said to her, I tried to arrange to come back as quick as possible. And of course, the staff and everyone was really helpful. And a few hours also before the game, they told me they could arrange a flight at midnight.
Yeah, that's fantastic, right?
So it was like mixed emotions because I was, of course, really happy with the result, but there wasn't much time to celebrate. So after the game, it was like straight to the hotel, take my last stuff, and then we were like in a big hurry to the airport. And
that's when I texted you, right? Because we were texting at that time.
Yeah, and I was just on time to catch the flight, and then when we landed here in the Netherlands, it was straight to the hospital.
And how's the little one doing now?
It was intense situation, but fortunately he's home again.
Oh, that's good.
So that's really nice, and now it's for him a period to recover. He has been really sick and is still sick, so it's gonna take some time, but we're just grateful that we're home together.
Yeah.
And it's actually also maybe a little bit with the podcast now is that we said on forehand it's a little bit a personal platform, and I think it's sometimes nice to share some insights that are nice, and sometimes it also shows that there are other things going on as well. So
this is the life, right?
You know me, I love football. It's amazing. It's everything for me, but the other thing in life about family and friends, for me that's the most important thing. So it was a really nice period, but also a really hectic period as well. So 2 days later, I'm here in the studio with you.
So I hope everything will go very good for Beeps and the little one. I'm happy you're back. That's because it's been, you said, hectic the last couple of days, but like those 2 games, man. Wow. It happened so much.
Yeah.
So for me, it was for you, you played at 7, right? In Jakarta.
Yes.
So it was for me 7 in the morning in New York. I set my alarm to watch. It was the first game against Japan. And we were already, we said the last time we were sitting here, it's a really good team, top of the league, great players. And then how you guys started, I thought, oh my God.
Yeah, because when we were looking forward to the games,
Yeah.
I said, like, I have the feeling that we are strong enough to compete with the bigger teams and to get results. Yeah, and I think like the first 30 minutes we started so well. So
That's,
it was really unfortunate we didn't score.
you had such a big chance.
Yeah, we needed to make a goal and it didn't happen. And then, yeah, actually the first real good moment from Japan, they turned it into a goal.
Yeah.
But then you can also immediately see the quality they have as well, of course.
It's the strongest team in the
Yeah,
in the
it's
league,
like
right?
it's really impressive to see. Like you can also see they're really connected because I think they play together for a really long time.
Yeah.
It's an experienced squad as well, but just the technique, the way they play. Yeah, I think it's also good for everyone, also for the young players in our team to experience this kind of games because this is what you experience when you want to compete on the high level.
Yeah. So at halftime it was you were 2-0 down. Then I think you come out with a lot of good energy, and then directly, I think 2 minutes after was already the third goal.
Yeah, we also were a bit unlucky because we conceded the second goal when we were one man down.
Yeah.
Because of the injury of
From Kevin
Kevin.
Dix. Yeah.
And we still needed to change, so this was also a little bit unlucky.
Because they scored over your left side, your right side, huh?
Yeah, you've been analyzing really well.
Yeah, of course. That's what I do when I'm on my own in my hotel room watching you guys. I see Kevin got injured. Yeah, let's hope that he gets that he recovers very soon.
Yes.
Because he made his debut, Kevin.
Yes.
And then you lose eventually with 4-0. And it was a little bit interesting to see for me. I was watching, of course, the game in my hotel room in New York, that the people in the stadium stayed positive.
Yes, but I think that also speaks a little bit for the culture in Indonesia as well. And of course,
I think it's a good thing, right? That you always stay positive and you always support the national team.
yes, of course, and I think it's okay to have some critics as well.
Yeah.
And also after the game, there were some critics, and that's no problem. I think that's part of the game as well. But the atmosphere in the stadium is, we've always said it, but it's really special.
Yeah.
And in the stadium, you really have the feeling that you're doing it together with everyone there. And you feel the energy on the pitch, but also in the stands. And then after the game, you also always have the feeling like we fought together. For example, against Saudi Arabia, we won. And of course, we are really happy that we won. But you have to also the feeling that, like, we won together.
Yeah.
And also against Japan, of course, you feel shit because you lose.
Yeah.
But then again, you have this feeling after the game, like you come together, you take a moment, and you move on again.
Yeah.
And we've said it many times before, but it's hard to explain, but it's really special.
Yeah. Who was the best player, you think, on the Japanese team? Were you impressed with somebody?
It's hard to say because they had some big names, of course, a lot of guys playing in the Premier League or in other big leagues. for me, actually, it was more impressive to see how the team operates, because I actually think they make each other better, and this is the main, I think, the main quality of a good team.
Yeah.
That sometimes it even doesn't matter, like if the big names are playing, but yeah, they just work really well as a team. So yeah, there wasn't really one player in particular, but just just impressive how they play. But what did you think of the game?
Like what I said is that I thought Japan is. I think they're going to be too strong. To be honest, like with their history, the team they have, and you're still like I see Indonesia as a team that's developing. It's getting better every time. I was really surprised the first round, the draw in Saudi Arabia, unlucky against Bahrain. Otherwise, you had 4 points already. So then the second round was... Oh, no, the first round was Australia.
Yeah,
the first one was Australia.
2 draws. Yes.
2 draws. And then Bahrain, I thought you had to win that. China, you lost. And I thought, oh, my God, it's a little bit down. No, a very good first half against Japan. So the thing I saw is that there's a lot of potential for you guys, especially at home. With the stadium behind you. And then I was really curious about, 4-0. It's a big blow. And then how will you recover from that? Then on Saturday you get back together on the pitch, I think. I don't know what you do. Just relaxing.
Yeah, like the next day there's a group who goes out to train.
And what do you do?
On the pitch, and the other recovery group, they stay inside in the gym, sauna, swimming pool. It's like a really short period where you need to recover. So. And
are you then a guy that can think, okay, this was yesterday, we're on to Saudi Arabia, or are you someone who are still overthinking the game for a couple of days?
It depends a little bit. I think sometimes you need to analyze quick and move on, because it's also not good to stay too much in the past. So the day after the game, I'm still busy with what happened or what we can improve.
Yeah.
But like I said, what I said now is that Japan is a really strong team, and it's not a shame to lose. It doesn't mean we're not playing for the win. The most important thing then in a game like this is that you look for the points where we need to improve, because you can learn a lot from a game like this. And then it's really important to maybe the day after, still do this, and then take everything with you and focus on the next, because we knew it was a really important game.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's the period between 2 games is so short.
Yeah.
So you come back in your hotel on Friday evening, late at night. You sleep a little bit on Saturday recovery. On Sunday, it starts with the preparations for the game on Tuesday. So you have only 2 practices,
but if you think about it, it's crazy, because actually before you arrive at the national team, everyone needs to play in the weekends for their own teams. So on like 3-4 different days, people are arriving from everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit chaotic, and even then there's not much time to prepare. So this is also a little bit like you say. I think it's for Indonesia in general, like still a balance between performing, because we have to. We all have the same goal, so we need to be ready.
Yeah.
But also, like you say, we're still developing and in the process. So it's a little bit of combination, but now with the win against Saudi Arabia, I think it was a really good week because we've learned a lot, and we also made a good step in taking 3 points. So
What is your role, you think, now in the team? Because you're one of the most experienced players. You have a crucial...
You're saying I'm old? Is that what you're saying?
Gold but old. No, old but gold. No, but because looking at you, how you play, but it's the same. If I look how you play here in the Netherlands, you always want the ball. You're always coaching. You're in the center of the field, so you should be a leader, right? With the experience you have.
Yeah, I'm. It's always hard to say about yourself. Like,
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm like the great example of a leader. I think I'm just, the only thing I try to do is, first of all, always focus on myself, because I think it's the most important that you perform first.
Yeah.
But then, like you said, I play in a central role on the pitch as well. So most of the team is like around me.
But you're always trying to help. That's
So I'm
what I
always
see.
trying to help,
Coaching, and talking
Yes,
to
that's
people,
true.
right?
But actually, that's hard because maybe it's funny to say, but before we scored the 1-0 against Saudi Arabia, I lost the ball.
I know.
In a way that
I was screaming at you at my TV.
Yeah. But this actually never happens to me.
I
Not
know.
in this way, that
Yeah.
I take too much time.
Okay, for the people who didn't see it, so you were standing in the middle circle, waiting, and I was screaming
Yeah,
at
I
my
was just
I was
looking for the
screaming at my TV.
solution.
I saying, Tom, speel. So for the people, that's play in Dutch. And I speel, and then the guy took the ball of you.
Yeah, because in the first moment I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
But then someone was getting from behind and I didn't see him. But the crazy thing is, I was looking for a solution and I was still thinking I have time, so it's no problem. And then this guy came out of nowhere.
So there came a sneaky guy from Saudi Arabia came behind you.
Yeah,
And
and
he
then
sneaked the ball from
crazy
you.
thing is, like, I was like, this is not gonna happen. Not like this. So I immediately tried to recover the ball, which I did. And then from this ball we got a counter attack and we scored the first goal. And the funny thing was, like, afterwards we were celebrating and I said to the guys, like, hey, I didn't see him coming. And then, like, Rido, Jaye, like, all the guys around me, they said, like, we were screaming, he's coming. And I said,
Because
I
the
swear,
stadium or not.
yes, I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, but that's so difficult, I think, in the stadium, right?
I heard no one say anything. And they were like, but we were screaming. So sometimes you can reach the guys around you, but this was like the perfect example that sometimes you don't, because it's just too loud.
Yeah. We have to discuss the game in Saudi Arabia. A great game. Again, this time I was in my apartment in Amsterdam screaming, and my girlfriend was at home. It was 1 o'clock. I was sick. I was in bed. I came out for the game to watch. And then my girlfriend, the only thing she said to me, you're sick, right?
Yeah.
What are you screaming? I said, Indonesia, Tom is playing. I said, you're sick. Easy. But before we talk about the game, I felt, and now it's easy to talk over, it's a crucial game. If you're looking at the standings in the table, it's a crucial game. Did you feel that before or not? What was the feeling in the team?
Yeah, I think everyone felt the same. Like, you want to find the balance between staying calm, but also, like, feel the pressure as well, because it was going to be really important. And if you look at the table now, it shows exactly why it was so important.
And the thing was, I want to point out that So I'm following a lot of Indonesia now on Instagram. One of the guys I'm following is Erik Thohir, and I saw a speech from him after the game in Japan. He was in the dressing room, and Erik Thohir, he's the guy who started this project, getting players who have a bond with Indonesia, who have Indonesian blood. And he said, I feel responsible. I talked to the fans outside, and if you don't believe in this project, please say it to me, I will step down. And I thought it was really impressive to do that, because, of course, you lose against Japan, who's a good team, but he was so disappointed, and it really... I was really impressed by the speech. You were in the dressing room, bud.
Yeah, like, I think the first moment, I have so much respect for someone who is as open as he is, and coming forward like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the days after also, I talked to the guys as well. I think we all feel responsible. Like I said to them, for me, it's always an honor to represent the country. I'm really proud every time I'm on the pitch and wearing the jersey.
Yeah.
And I'm really dedicated to the development of the football in Indonesia. And now on short term, we have the goal to reach the World Cup, but also on the longer term, I'm really dedicated. So I think everyone who is part of the team
feels this way,
responsible as well, and we want to get like the most out of it. So this comes a little bit back to the part we discussed before, is that we really have the feeling we're doing it all together.
Yeah.
With the people we're close to in the team, the staff, and everyone around it as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes us strong also.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I couldn't see all the warm-up and everything, because I can only see the game here. It's live now. I didn't know if you know that. ESPN bought the rights in Holland, so I can see every game now live. So tell me, with the warming up and everything, is the stadium full? How's the atmosphere during the warming up?
Yeah, the atmosphere starts from the beginning. Actually, the last two games, it was raining a lot, which is also a bit nice. Only the jersey becomes a bit heavy.
Yeah.
When it keeps on raining. But with the stands, I saw like the front rows were a little bit empty. But that's because everyone
moved back for the rain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
No, but still the stadium is like almost full, and even sold out most of the time. So that doesn't change.
No. So then the game starts, and again, the same as what happened against Japan, you had like in the first few minutes.
Oh yes.
Who was it? Ragnar?
No, the first moment was
the ball on the post.
Immediately with Lino. He hit the post.
Yeah.
But it was crazy, because in your head you're like, you have the feeling you start well, but like we've discussed, like if you don't score, it's not like maybe the whole game you will get these chances.
No.
So in my the first thing I thought was like, okay, we start well, we look sharp.
Yeah.
Like, so it's a good start. But then the second thought is like, the chances we get, we need to finish them, because you don't know if we can keep this up the whole game.
No.
But I think against Saudi Arabia, I think we really showed the potential
Oh my God.
of the team.
The
I've enjoyed everything, like everyone, the tackles, the duels, celebrating, keeping a ball just in play, winning duels. Yeah, like the team looked so aggressive, but in a good way.
Hey, the difference between the first game against Saudi Arabia and now,
Yeah, also.
it's really impressive to see how fast this team is going. But the only feeling I had, and I think everyone all over the world says that, if you don't score the 1-0,
Yeah.
you will concede it probably.
I think this game, like, we were stronger, we got the chances, and then we scored the 1-0. It was a beautiful goal from Lino. And I felt really strong. I saw the team, it was really strong. And then in halftime, and that's what I liked also, we talked about what we wanted to do in the second half.
Yeah.
But we were also talking a lot about fighting for the 2-0 instead of only
that's a good
defending the
thing.
1-0.
That's really good.
And I think that's what we showed. And then from the 2-0, I think it's logical we defend a little bit more, but I had no doubt that we were going to win the game.
Is this? Do you do the talking then at halftime?
No, it's more like
together
first the coaching staff, of course.
Yeah.
Are naming some points that we need to focus on, and I think it's natural that also with your team, but also in this kind of games, that the players also talk with each other, like how you experience some small things, so where we can adjust a little bit. So this is normal, but we came out, we started the second half strong again, and we scored a 2-0. And from that moment, everyone was just fighting and giving everything. So like I said, it has been, at the end, it has been a really good week.
Yeah. The 1-0, I was joking about it with you before. I was afraid that it could be a PK for Saudi Arabia about what you did, defending.
No.
Were you afraid at that moment?
No.
More about...
the thing is, like, he fell down.
Yeah.
And normally maybe you would be worried.
Yeah.
But I wasn't worried because I know there was a VAR.
Oh, okay. So, VAR, you were so happy with that.
So, actually, I knew, like, if he would blow the whistle, they would have a look.
Okay.
I was pretty calm because I extended my arm, but I didn't grab him. I didn't do anything.
But just the feeling you have at that moment. So you push him, he falls down. You don't think, oh my God, what did I do?
No, my first moment is like, I'm happy. I was just really happy I recovered the ball because...
You lost the ball,
yeah. Then I started the counter attack.
Yeah, and the counter attack, and Lino, he finished that. And what did you do after that goal? You remember that? Did you sprint? Because you were at left back, eh?
No, actually, I thought I needed to save some energy in this moment because I was with the ball. I sprinted back to recover, and then we had the counter as well.
Really fast, yeah.
Yeah, I was really happy, but I just, I think I met Jaye at the halfway line. But
just, high five.
Yeah, but also already like talking about that we were really happy, but also now to immediately get the focus. And be steady again.
Yeah. And then we have to talk about the 2-0. Because
the celebration from Lino is iconic.
Wait, we have to talk about the celebration, of course. But the calm of Lino. So he shoots, the ball stays in the box.
Like a little bit like Suarez in his good days.
And the calm, he was so calm. He just chipped it.
Yeah, but it was almost like the moment was created for him, because like you said, he shot and the ball got deflected, and it ended up before his feet again. And I think there wasn't really much time to think. And actually, I was straight behind, and the only thing I thought, because the keeper was coming out, I was like, please shoot it high.
Because of course,
the keeper was already coming
ground,
forward and going down.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing in my mind. But then for him to finish like this,
What
I
a
think
chip.
it's more like natural instinct.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So in this moment, of course, he showed a lot of quality, and it was amazing. But because for us it was a big relief, because we finally make the 2-0. And then especially for him it was, of course,
And then tell us what
a
happened.
beautiful moment.
He scores the 2-0. He does a little bit celebration on the pitch, and then he walks off the pitch.
I told everyone it almost looked planned.
Yeah.
You know?
But it wasn't planned.
No, of course not. You cannot plan it like this. But the chair is there because we have like the kids around the pitch who are throwing the balls.
Yeah, the ball boys.
Yes.
But
it was amazing. The picture.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The best picture is when you are. So there's a picture that he's sitting in the chair, sitting like this. You have all the people making pictures, the video cameras, the photo cameras, and it's you and then I don't know, and Ragnar, who are just looking at him.
Yes. Yeah, because we were really enthusiastic to go, and Ragnar was already like, wait. And then, of course, because you see him take the moment, and you want to let him have the moment as well. But we were like really happy, but we needed to wait, to give him the moment.
But what did he say afterwards? Why he did this?
I didn't ask it. I just thought it was like I said, it's a little bit an iconic moment.
The photo went all over the world.
Yeah, because it's great.
A great goal, even better celebration, and then you get injured. So I didn't know what was going on.
Actually, I twisted my ankle before halftime already.
Oh, all right.
And then we tried to give my ankle more strength by taping it in halftime. And I continued. But actually, I was in a lot of pain. But of course, you don't want to in the game because it's so important. So you just
want to
continue.
Stay on,
Yes. And actually, after we scored a 2-0, and I kept going, but there was also a moment that I thought the pain was getting worse.
Yeah. And you have to be 100% at that moment,
I think that's also a part of professional football, is you have to know what's best for the team as well.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And I was like, I can continue, but I cannot continue in 100% fitness. And you know that everyone on the side is also ready to give everything. So I think it was the right choice to step aside, and then Nathan came in and he could finish the game strong. So
and people were concerned. How are you doing? I saw a lot of comments.
Yeah, I was a little bit lucky because I twisted my ankle, but not fully.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would take much more time to recover. So it's still painful, but it doesn't affect my movement too much. So I think I just have to need to accept the pain.
Yeah.
A little
but in
bit.
A game like this, 2-0 ahead, you need everyone on the pitch has to be 100%, right?
Yes.
To
I think.
defend the 2-0, and it was crazy in the end. There happened so much. They were appealing every time for a penalty.
Yeah, from the start already.
Unbelievable. You had a good referee, so I was happy to see that. And then you received a red card. It was really strange because it happened. It wasn't
after the whistle.
Yeah. right?
Yeah.
Hübner got red, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't like. He was very unlucky with that because
Yeah, a little bit. Like it's also his quality, of course, to be this aggressive and defending.
But especially because the play was dead, you know.
Yeah. So it's also, like I said, it's also his quality. But it was unfortunate to get the second yellow. But we were just happy that there wasn't too much time left.
Yeah. Because they were putting everything forward. I have to say, you guys defended really well.
Yeah, but I think this was shown the whole game.
Yeah.
Like the
way they didn't really have really big chances. They had the header. I think it was a corner kick.
Yeah, they had like one or two headers.
Yeah.
A little bit opportune, but not like really big chances with nice attacks.
No,
I think we did really well.
Tell us what happened afterwards in the dressing room or on the field. How crazy is this? I
think, and this was almost the same against Japan, but we didn't celebrate, of course. But like I said, the beautiful thing is like we lose together and we win together.
Yeah.
So what's always a very special moment after the game, we first gather around the circle.
Yeah.
In the middle of the pitch, and they play Tengah. It's like, it's a beautiful song.
What is it about?
It's about the love and pride for the country. Actually, if you win or lose, it doesn't matter. We still gather around and the whole stadium puts the light up.
Oh, wow.
And we sing together. So, every time it comes back that we're doing it together.
And in the dressing room, big party or?
Party. I wouldn't say party, but like a big relief, of course.
Yeah.
And happy, everyone happy, celebrating. But actually this time I couldn't enjoy it that much because I knew I needed to leave quick as well to catch the plane. But of course, if you win, it's always time for celebration.
And now, it's sadly, we have to wait until March with this feeling, right?
Yes, it's always great to go back and play. But I'm happy we ended with a win.
Of course. And now it's Australia and Bahrain, right?
Yeah, so first we play away in Australia and then at home against Bahrain.
Yeah, I'm saving to go to that game. I have to see because, again, last time in the first episode I said about how crazy the atmosphere was in Jakarta. And now I was watching and I thought, oh my God, I have to be there. So I have time to save before to go in March. It's time
for
questions.
We
got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's nearly impossible to choose which one. But thank you so much for sending in all the questions. We'll do some more questions next week.
We also have some questions for you, or
no, not
yet.
Do you have a question?
So for next time, you're also allowed to ask questions to Neil to get to know him a little bit better because you're gonna see him a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Is Tom Haye going to pay for the ticket for Neil in March?
We all know that's not on the paper.
At Neil Peterson. No, seriously. The questions. First one is from Cody Saturn. How does Haye feel about being an inspiration by many young people here in Indonesia?
So it's a good question.
Yeah.
How do I feel? Yeah, I'm not really busy with how do I feel. I just try to do my best to be a good example for everyone that's watching or supports me or gets inspired maybe. I think this for me is the most important to be a little bit like a role model. I think that's my focus. I want to perform and I try to be a good person as well.
Yeah, so be a good player on the pitch and a good person outside of it.
Yes.
All right. Nabilia or Nabil Ajuja, if I misspelled your name, please let me know. Do you have any plans in the future to become a coach or have a football academy?
It's a funny question because I really love football.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I always said, because all my life has been around football.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, during my career, I was always like, maybe I think, like when I stop, it's enough, because everything is always about football.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, the older I get, the more I have the feeling
you're going to be a coach.
I think I would enjoy it really much. I like to think about the game.
And what kind of coach would you be, you think?
What kind of coach? Yes, that's hard to say. I think I would be. I like the tactic of the game a lot. So obviously it's important. So I would be a lot of the times I would be busy with that. But I think I would be a demanding coach as well.
Demanding coach?
Yeah. Like if I do something, I want to do it well. Right. So if I work together with a team, now when I'm playing in a team, but also when I would be a coach, I would expect from everyone to put in all the work, and that's the only way to get the most out of it. So I think I would be a demanding coach. Maybe sometimes people will get annoyed with me, but I think that's just how I am.
Are you looking for an assistant coach already?
First I need to get some papers, I think, and then I will make some time, and you can come by to show me what you have to offer.
You don't think I'd be a good assistant coach for you?
Maybe to have a good time every day, but we have to wait and see.
It's important. I'm good for the team chemistry. I'm good for the team chemistry.
That's important. So then maybe you can be like, not a real assistant, but I can add you to the squad to take care of the team dynamics.
Team dynamics coach. Okay. Maybe in the future. Tom, and this really Juju wants to know this. Tom, did your grandma ever come to Indonesia again after moving to the Netherlands?
Yes. It's really nice, because that's not nice that both of my grandparents, they are not longer with us.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of old tapes from them.
Really?
Yeah, that we still have.
Oh, that's cool.
And actually they've been back together a lot of times to visit Indonesia.
Because they are from Jakarta, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. My grandmother was from North Sulawesi, and my grandfather was from Solo. And they've been back a lot of times, and they still have. We still have all the footage from those visits as well.
So cool.
It's really special to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the answer is yes. They've been back a lot of times.
Nice. That's really nice that they have footage from all their visits.
Yeah.
Last time we asked for the word gangmaker, and somebody pronounced it like a real Dutchman. Let's listen to it.
But we have to make sure it's not a Dutchman, huh?
No, let's listen to it.
Gangmaker. Gangmaker.
And? It's good, huh?
I think it's impressive. Yes.
Indra Sandika, very good.
Big shout out.
Big shout out. Well done. What's the word for Dutch word they should learn for next episode?
Stroopwafel.
Wow. Stroopwafel.
Yeah.
And tell the people what it is.
Yeah, the stroopwafel is one of the Dutch delights.
Yeah.
I think the Netherlands is known for cheese.
Yeah.
And for the stroopwafel.
Yeah. So it's a cookie. And a really nice cookie.
Yeah, it's like if they make it fresh, it's the best because it's still a little bit warm.
Yeah.
And actually Nathan,
yeah,
his father brought some stroopwafels to Indonesia last week, so we had someone in the room as well.
I'm so jealous. We always do it when we travel with UFC.
Yeah.
We always take it also for fighters, so we give it to him. So after an interview, I give it to fighters, and I also for our colleagues in England.
But I think it's a good word.
Stroopwafel.
Different pronunciation.
Stroopwafel. Stroopwafel.
Ik ging helemaal fout.
Wat?
Je hoorde het niet.
Nee. Laat gaan. Dat is prima. This was episode 2. But before we leave, we have a giveaway.
Yes. I've put it on my Instagram as well.
Yes.
It's
2 million followers.
Yeah, we reached the 2 million.
No, you reached. We haven't reached it yet.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Good. No. Yeah, I've reached 2 million followers on Instagram, which is crazy, of course.
Insane.
And again, the support has been amazing, and I thought it was a nice moment to do something with that occasion. So, I think we all decided to do a giveaway. 3 jerseys to win, match worn, signed by me, and
Can I compete?
No, you cannot compete.
I would like to. I'm asking you for a long time for a jersey, but I haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah, but like the people with the support, they have the priority.
Yeah, they have a chance. So what do you have to do? They have to follow you. Of course, they follow you already. On Instagram.
It's pretty easy. We said to. I think it's fun. They tag 2 people.
Yeah.
Under the post. And of course, it would be nice for the support to follow the highway and subscribe on YouTube as well. That will help us a lot. And I think we will announce the winner in the podcast.
The next podcast.
Yeah. So the 3 winners will be announced with a shout out in the podcast as well. So
that's really cool.
Yeah.
And we have also news. So because we got a lot of people said, hey, you have to get guests on your podcast. We already reached out to 2 guests. So they will be in the next couple of weeks on our podcast. And you're going to really enjoy this. The 2 guests we already have spoken
Yeah, we
to.
cannot...
Paul, it's
yet,
setting the level really high with these 2 guests. But that's something in the next couple of weeks. Please let us know what you thought about this episode. I want to thank you, Tom. Good luck this weekend playing against Go Ahead Eagles. Hope you get a good result. And I'll see you next week again for a new episode of The Highway.
Yes.
And please let us know what you thought about the episode.
Thank you, everyone, for all the messages. And we hope to see all the messages again for the new word, of course.
Please spread the word, send it to your family.